Hello everybody, Chef Bob here today, and today I'm going to show you how to make fried chicken the Colonel style, meaning Kentucky Fried Chicken style. We're going to be close to the 11 original herbs and spices. We're using 10. So let's get started. Now right here I have a half teaspoon each of the following spices. I have salt, black pepper, fennel, marjoram, sweet basil, thyme, sage, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. Now what I'm going to do is, in order to get them all evenly ground, because some are ground finer than others, I'm going to put them into a spice grinder. Okay, I'll just put it in here. I'll grind it up until it's a really fine powdery blend. Okay, that looks about right. And now we're also going to have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We're going to mix the dry ingredients together. So I'll put in my 1 cup of flour and all of our ground up spices. Whisk them together until they're thoroughly mixed. You want to make sure they get very well mixed because, oh, piece of bay leaf. Bay leaf got in there. Here's a trick. When you're storing your white flour, if you put bay leaves in the flour, that'll help keep it fresh and reduce the possibility of having different insects in your flour. So I normally put bay leaves in my flour, and a piece of it snuck in to the mix. Okay, so it's thoroughly mixed, and we'll put that aside. Now, let's look at our chicken. Let me get this out of your way. Okay. I have 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I'm just going to trim them up a little bit because there's a little bit of fat on them that I don't want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this fat off, and then we'll trim them down to size because I don't want to have a whole big chicken breast piece that we that we fry. So I'm going to cut them into chicken finger or chicken plank sizes. Cut that whole piece off. Okay. So I'm just going to continue trimming these down. As you see, I'm just taking off the obvious pieces of fat that we really don't want to eat. Cut that piece off. Okay, so I've trimmed off all the fat from the chicken breasts, and now I'm going to cut them down to the size that I want. I'm thinking maybe let's cut them this way in half, and then maybe let's do that half again. Okay. This one's kind of long. I just want a nice sized piece, nothing too crazy in size, just something nice and something like that. I'll cut these in half. I just want more or less like a nice finger size. Okay, cut this one in half. And this one's a little thick, so I'll cut this one in half again. You get the idea. Okay, so I have all the chicken cut up into the sizes I want. And we have our dry breading mix with our 10 herbs and spices, sort of a KFC style. And let's check on our oil. I have it heating, and it is reading, it's a little high. It's about 350. I want it to be about 325, but it'll cool down when I put the chicken in. So all we're going to do is we're not going to use an egg wash or a milk. We're just going to put the wet chicken into the dry breading and then put it into the hot oil. And I'm just mixing it in there to get it fully coated. Push it around, shake the loose stuff off, and put it in. Make sure they're fully coated all around. Shake off the excess. Put it in your hot oil. Now, an induction cooker is great for deep frying because it'll help maintain that temperature. And also, using a cast iron pot like I'm using will really keep that temperature consistent. So I'm going to keep adding pieces in here. And I'll bring you back here in about, say, 5 or 6 minutes when it's cooked through and golden brown. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes or so. Let's see how they look. Aha, they look really, really good. Let me turn this off. We'll pull them out to cool. And that was about, 6 to 7 minutes. And the oil was holding around 340 degrees approximately. It varied between 325 and 340. And they look perfect. Okay. So there you have Kentucky Fried Chicken style. A breaded chicken. This was boneless, skinless breast with 10 herbs and spices. And now we're ready to give it the taste test and see how it is. And I just happen to have a couple back here waiting for me. So let's give one of these a try. Look at that. That looks delicious. Mmm. 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 The Colonel would be jealous. This is very delicious. So there you have it. Very easy to make, delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken style breaded chicken using boneless, skinless chicken breasts with 10 herbs and spices. I highly recommend that you give this recipe a try at home. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please press the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you for watching. I can't stop eating. You have to try this. Look out, Colonel.